79-70, the Cinderella Skyhawks stay alive.
Coming up on the RMAC Showcase, a Cinderella story. Fort Lewis tries to become the first 8 seed to win the RMAC tournament. Plus, a couple of long win streaks come down to the final second in men's basketball. Records fall at the RMAC Indoor Track and Field Meet, and national champions are crowned at the NCAA Championships. That's all ahead on the RMAC Showcase. Welcome to the RMAC Showcase, coming to you from the conference men's basketball tournament at Fort Lewis College in Durango. I'm Eric Danner. The Fort Lewis men's basketball team was picked number 6 in the preseason coaches poll, but it's the Skyhawks winning their first regular season title since 2008. FLC hosting MSU Denver in the semifinals here in Durango. The Skyhawks received the RMAC regular season championship trophy, their first since 2008. First half, Josh Blaylock doing his thing, crossover, gets to the rim. He scores 12 in the first half. The Hawks getting a boost from Cody Salcido. The senior comes off the bench, makes the no-look shot. That's a good one in horse. MSU Denver keeping it close. Bunama Keita with the rebound and follow. Fort Lewis leads 44-43 at the break. Second half, Austin Halderson driving baseline and slamming it home. Roadrunners stay close thanks to senior Eric Rare. He goes 6 for 6 from 3. That ties the RMAC record for percentage in a game. Rare scores 22. Blaylock is tough. He goes 9 for 12, including 3 3-pointers. Hawks up 12. Salcido could not be stopped. He scores 12 in 13 minutes and got plenty of camera time during the telecast. Fort Lewis wins their 14th game in a row with an 89-78 victory.
You have to play every night, and every night is a good team. When you get to the playoffs, there are no teams that are average. They're all really good. That's why they're in the playoffs. So our focus every game doesn't change regardless of whom we're playing, and we'll be the same again tomorrow night.
In the other semifinal, it's Colorado Mines riding an 11-game win streak, taking on RMAC Player of the Year Ryan Steffen and Colorado Mesa. Early, Mines goes down low to Garrett Lowe, the Summit Award winner. Diggers lead early. Steffen, second in the nation in scoring. Nearly impossible to stop on the block. He scores 8 in the first half. Tanner Riley comes off the Mavericks bench to score 10. CMU leads Colorado Mines 40-32 at the half. Diggers come out with a purpose in the second half. Gokul Natason goes all the way. They would take the lead. Mavs go to their go-to guy, Steffen. 23 points, 10 rebounds. But down the stretch, it's Colorado Mines pulling away. Caleb Waitsman scoring 16 with 11 rebounds. The Diggers win their 12th in a row, 84-73.
Tale of two halves. You know, the basket had a lid on its first half. We didn't shoot the ball well. Couldn't get a lot of things going. They were hot. They made everything. They shot a high percentage. Second half was reversal, and, you know, obviously we're fortunate to win the game. Well-coached team.
We'll tell you about the men's championship game in our next segment. At the women's tournament, it was wild as 3 of the top 4 seeds lost in the quarterfinals. CSU Pueblo hosting the semis. Here's Connor Putman.
Thanks, Eric. After beating the number 1 seed for only the second time in RMAC Conference Tournament history, Fort Lewis was set to battle it out with UCCS and RMAC Player of the Year, Brittany Hernandez. UCCS comes out on fire. Jen Vigil of the Mountain Lions knocks down a deep 3. Then Gabby Ramirez hits a 3 from the wing. UCCS up 19-14 after 1. Skyhawks respond with a 17-4 run in the second quarter, fueled by freshman Alyssa Yaki, who was an absolute monster on the glass, grabbing 5 offensive rebounds on 1 play and then finding an open Dallas Dickerson for the 3-pointer. Fort Lewis leads 37-25 at the half. Pick it up late in the fourth quarter. Hernandez picks up the defense as she gets the steal and finds sharpshooter Jenna Knaufel for the 3. That cuts the lead to 7. Hernandez with another steal, and she finds Knaufel again for a 3, lead down to 4. But the Skyhawks free throw shooting is just too good down the stretch as Fort Lewis gets another upset, 79-70. Estrella Reed led the Skyhawks with 26 points and 9 rebounds.
Do you want to end here, or do you want to continue to play with this team? And none of us want to quit. None of us want to stop playing with each other. There comes a team camaraderie, and we don't want to stop, so we're going to keep going as far as we can.
Semifinal number 2 on the night was a rematch of last year's RMAC championship game. CCU was ready to go against RMAC Freshman of the Year Molly Rohr and CSU Pueblo. This one also starts off as a track meet. The Cougars and Thunderwolves exchange buckets for most of the first quarter. Ashley Piper knocks in the buzzer beater. Pueblo up 21-16. Things slow down in the second as both teams pick up their defense. Roar with the nice block, which leads to a D. Arrieta layup at the other end. Pack lead 30-25 going into the break. Pueblo pulls away late in the third. Tulesu Anderson with the nice drive, count the bucket. Thunderwolves advance to the RMAC Championship game on their home court, 68-54 the final.
They've just gotten better and better. I have tremendous respect for them and their coaching staff. They play the right way. They play defense, solid defense, and they try to share the ball on offense. And you know, we had our hands full the first 2 times. We were lucky enough to come out, and I'm sure we'll have our hands full tomorrow night.
We will have highlights of the women's championship game in our next segment. Reporting from Pueblo, Connor Putman for the RMAC Showcase.
Thank you, Connor. The indoor track and field championships were being held in Chadron, Nebraska. On the women's side, New Mexico Highlands was the team to beat as the Cowgirls were ranked number 7 in the nation. The New Mexico Highlands women's track and field team claimed their 2nd straight RMAC Indoor Track and Field Championship. The Cowgirls had wins in the 60, 200, 60-meter hurdles, triple jump, and shot put, as well as the pentathlon. Taking second was host Chadron State. Stacia Rusat sets a new facility record in the long jump, going 20 feet 9 inches. The Eagles also go 1-2 in the high jump, with Angelique Urenda and Kenzie May taking the top 2 spots. Finishing third is Adams State. Shantae Roberts is the 800-meter champ, with freshman Noel Brandoni taking first in the mile, followed by teammate Kelsey Corbin. CSU Pueblo is fourth. Alyssa Evans, running in the first heat, wins the 400. Number 5 is Western State, Colorado. Georgia Porter wins the 3K. And Black Hills State's Madison McLaughlin is named Field Athlete of the Year after winning the weight throw and shot put. The Yellow Jackets finished number 6. At Nationals in Pittsburgh, Kansas, New Mexico Highlands finishes number 8. Salsia Slack is the national champion in the pentathlon. Rusat of Chadron wins the national title in the long jump as the Eagles take 10th. And Adams State is number 16. Still ahead on the showcase, records fall at the men's indoor track and field championships. Coming up next, the men's and women's tournament championships in basketball. We'll be right back.